Ready? Stand by.
Hey guys, welcome to Hiracheta Shooting Sports. So, hope you guys enjoyed our last video. We checked out the Texas 3-Gun Championship in Burnet, Texas. We had a good time shooting that video. It was really awesome to go see everything that was going on. I'm excited to go shoot that competition next year, 2020. I don't know if I'm excited or scared or what. I'm more excited to be able to go and shoot it and say I survived shooting the Texas 3-Gun Championship. It's definitely not like a local match, so I'm excited for that. I'm really excited to maybe even shoot the Vortex Championship next year. There's a lot of things that we're excited for, but today we are excited for some different reasons. So we got a couple of packages in the mail. I'm sure you can already tell by the title of this video that today, this episode or webisode, or I don't know what you call it, but today's video is going to be the link between your appearance and your performance. And I'm not going to get scientific in this video or anything like that. That's not what this is about. But there are some correlations. So in law enforcement, you know, there's kind of a saying about among police officers and their superiors, look sharp, think sharp, and be sharp. So basically, if you look the part, then you're going to walk the part, I guess, for lack of a better term. But seriously, one thing that I've been looking at, and I think that as a new shooter, can very easily be overlooked. You know, you're just getting into the sport, so you know, looking back on some of the things that we've already talked about on this channel, you're struggling to get equipment, you're doing research, trying to find out what's the best firearm, or what's the best belt, or what's the best holster. Where are you going to go shoot? When are you going to go shoot? What's the best ammunition? So all of that's coming at you, and it's real easy to overlook something real important, and that is, what are you going to wear? So we're gonna break that down a little bit. I'm gonna try to keep this a short video, fingers crossed. But real fast though, one of the packages, we got an awesome package I'm really excited about. One of the packages came from Maxed Sportswear. Charles Dean and those guys over there, we ordered our, well, I can explain it to you, but I think it's better just to show you. So I'm going to try this out, and I see everybody doing it. I'm just going to kind of transform here into what we got. Let's see if it works. Ready? That's not, no, hang on. Let me try again. One more time. Ready? Yeah, there it is. Check it out, guys. So we got our shooting jersey from, again, Maxed Sportswear. Said that they did some good work on the blue line shooting jersey. Got the Texas flag, the American flag, Butch's Guns, TXT Custom Gun Works. Show you the back. On the back, I don't know if you can see that. Got the link to the Facebook, YouTube. Got my name. It's important right there. That's awesome. I'm just kidding, guys. This is awesome quality, man. I'm super stoked to have this. I'm real happy with the work over there. So this material is really good. It's gonna be nice and cool. You know, it's warm when you're running and stuff like that. This is actually, we took advantage of a special promotion that Maxed Sportswear was running. I think it was a SHOT Show special or something like that. But this package actually includes 2 jerseys, short sleeve. Got the zip. You can get it, I think, different closure, zipper or something else. And it actually comes with a jacket, a full zip up jacket, with or without a hoodie. It's your choice. That matches the shooting jersey too. So those cold mornings or something like that, you need something, longer protection. And I'm really impressed with the jacket. The jacket's actually not low quality at all. It's actually kind of warm, so that's why I'm not wearing it. But no, we're super excited. Thank you again, Charles Dean at Max Sportswear. Looking forward to getting some more, hopefully outfitted more in the future. So go check those guys out. We're not sponsored by them or anything yet. Hopefully maybe something in the future. But definitely go check them out. They do good work if you're wanting a shooter's jersey. So yeah. So let's talk about some other stuff, okay? So we got our shooter's jersey. There's a couple places online that you can get your shooter's jersey. Max Sportswear. I can't even think of the other ones right now. Why is a shooting jersey important in 3-gun? If you're not a sponsored shooter, you still want something. Shooter's jersey itself isn't really important. If you're not, whether you're a sponsored shooter or not. If you are a sponsored shooter, then obviously you want something to, we talked about that before, that you're a brand rep. You're an ambassador for that company. So you need to have advertising space and real estate. So that's why it's nice to have a shooting jersey. If you're trying to make a name for yourself, then you want blast your name on the back and all that other stuff. But also when you're picking a shooter's jersey, or whatever you're going to wear shirt wise, there's some things to consider. You want lightweight material. You don't want anything too baggy. You don't want to get it caught on things as you're running by them. You don't want to, if it's too baggy, it's going to get in the way of your pistol when you're trying to draw it and you're trying to move stuff out of the way and whatnot. Lightweight, you want it breathable. You don't want to get too hot. You don't want to get too cold. Moisture wicking, things like that. When you go to shoot these local matches or even major competitions or anything like that, you may be shooting 6, 8, 10, 12 hours a day on one day. So you want to make sure that this is going to keep you comfortable for that whole day. And if you do hook up with an awesome company, you can get more than one jersey. That's great too. Halfway through the day, you can take it off and throw on another one and still be good. So you need, make sure, if you're going to be shooting in the winter, you do have a jacket or something like that, or something long sleeve. Again, you don't want it skin tight. You don't want to be uncomfortable in it, but you don't want it baggy. So there's that. Next, all right, we've got the shirt. Whatever you're going to wear, you don't have to have a shooter's jersey. Just make sure what you're wearing is going to be appropriate and suitable for what you're shooting. Make sure you plan to have several different layers if it's going to be cold, depending on where you're going, raining, muddy, stuff like that. So next, let's move on to pants, okay? Can you go out and shoot in jeans, shorts? Absolutely you can. Shorts, not a problem. Jeans, there is no requirement as to what you can and can't wear, as long as it's safe for the most part. But I'll tell you what we chose, what I shoot in for several reasons. Okay, I actually, for the pant wise, again, you don't want something super tight. These 3-gun competitions and even pistol competitions, you may have to get yourself in awkward positions, real low, sprawled out, using 1 foot for leverage and 1 foot not to fall off the side of a makeshift rise or something like that. So you definitely don't want anything tight. You want it to be able to move and give and have some room. But you don't want it to be baggy. Again, you don't want it getting caught on things. You don't want it getting in your way. You don't want to trip up on it. So we chose 5'11" pants. If you're not familiar, you can find them online. 511s, 5.11 if you're not familiar with it. That company actually specializes in law enforcement, military wear, and outdoor wear. I'm familiar with the company. Being a law enforcement officer, they're a big name in apparel and stuff like that. So the pants that we chose are just they're BDU tactical pants is what they are. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see them, but they got a lot of pockets. 511 puts a lot of different pockets onto their stuff. There's a little right by the pockets here. There's the front of them. So right here by your front pocket where your hand goes in, on each side there's like a little pocket knife, pocket here, pin pocket, something like that. I'm doing my best here. But you can also put a pistol mag in there. So same thing with these side cargo pants. They flip up and they're actually divided inside, like 3 different compartments on one. They are great for rifle magazines. Back pockets the same way. They're great for magazines. You can get these in, gosh, all kinds of colors. But here's why I chose them. Now, here's the deal. These 511s, there are a lot of BDU companies or, cargo pant companies out there, tactical pant companies. 511 had one key feature that I've always been sold on. 511s are pricey. Okay, the cost for these pants are starting, $60, $70 a pair, but they're worth it. I'm all about trying to save money, but for what we're doing out here, they're worth it. The reason why we chose these pair of pants from 511, these are actually called strike pants, STRYKE, strike pants. They are stretchy. All of the material all the way down has just a little bit of stretch in them. I'm not going to be able to show you that on camera, but when you put them on and you go to try to spread your legs out as far apart as you can, they're not bunching up anywhere where you don't want them bunching up. They have a little bit of give to them. You don't have to worry about them ripping. That's always a big deal for me is, if I take a long step or step up or something like that and I've got a long stretch and then I go to bend down or squat, and you're going to do a lot of bending and squatting in 3-gun competition. The first thing that happens to my jeans or something else is a nice rip right down the place you don't want to rip in. So that's why we chose those. I think they're even kind of waterproof, spill-proof, stuff like that. So that's good too. You don't want them to get soiled halfway through your shooting day. They're very durable. One thing that we saw at the Texas 3-gun competition, there's a lot of brush, a lot of mesquite trees. Texas is known for that. So there's going to be a lot of things grabbing on you as you're running by. If you fall or something like that, a lot of rocks, just real rugged terrain. Those 511 pants are really good to protect against that. They're not they don't snag hardly ever. I mean, nothing's 100% foolproof, but these pants do really good in different scenarios, different terrain and stuff like that. So that's why we're going with those. They are pricey, and you can absolutely find different companies that make similar pants and stuff like that. So go with your budget. If you want to wear jeans out there, there is nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to say a single word about somebody wearing jeans. But if you're looking for something with a little bit of performance advantage, I would recommend getting some tactical type pants. I can elaborate on a bunch of reasons why, but just take it from the police officer. If I had to wear jeans to work or a nice pair of tactical 511 pants, I'm going to go with the 511 pants every single time. And I love my jeans. I lounge around the house in jeans, so if I don't know what that tells you. All right. So next, got shirt, got pants, footwear. Now footwear, I haven't done a whole bunch of research on. Footwear is pretty much, to each your own, your preferences and stuff like that. Pretty much anything's going to work, but if you know what you're looking at and you know that certain footwear have different attributes and stuff like that, then you're understand right off the bat that one type of tennis shoe is not going to work well for a 3-gun versus another type of tennis shoe. They all have different attributes. I can't stand buying tennis shoes. I always try to keep a pair for just every day, going out, mowing the yard, making a run to the store. I've got, there's, I limit my footwear to 4 pairs in the house at all time. That's my sandal flip-flops, my work boots or tactical combat boots, and my cowboy boots, and a pair of tennis shoes. So I hate buying tennis shoes because when I go to the store and somebody says, like Academy or something like that, and they're like, "Can I help you find something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I need a tennis shoe." Okay, well, what for? What? Like, I grew up where you could go in and just a tennis shoe was a tennis shoe. Nowadays, man, they've got, well, okay, are you cross training? Are you all-terrain? Are you trail running? Are you flat surface running? Just all kinds of different stuff. So, it gets pretty confusing if you are wanting to spend money and buy a good shoe right out of the box. It's important to pay attention to those things. So, real fast, break it down. What we want in a running shoe or a tennis shoe, you can actually wear combat boots. I want to make it very clear that I'm not putting anything down. It's whatever you're comfortable with. That's important. It's your comfort and your functionality. But some things, if you're not a police officer and you don't know about what type of combat boots to wear, it's going to be comfortable and functional. That's what I'm trying to explain right now in this video. So we chose, after a little bit of research, we actually chose a shoe company I've actually never heard of called Salomon Shoes. These are actually the Speed Cross 4, and these are trail running shoes. See if you can see that there. Speed Cross 4, Salomon. Show that to you. The reason we chose these shoes, one big aspect, is the soles. And I don't know if you can see the soles here. They're like little arrows pointed forward. And then on the bottom, they're pointed the other direction. So these are real important. You need to know what type of terrain you're shooting at your local matches because you're going to shoot those more than anything. So at my match, it's a lot of gravel, a lot of dirt, a lot of gravel. That's what the bays are set up for. What's the problem with that? Well, gravel's loose, it moves. So, you're standing here and you're shooting, and then you go take off and you're running full speed to the other side of the bay to your next point where you got to shoot, and you try to stop. That's going to lead to some problems. You try to stop, there's a good chance you can actually hurt yourself. You can fall. You can easily get disqualification if you fall. We've talked about that already. But you can roll an ankle. You can absolutely hurt yourself, and then you're out for however long, with medical bills and stuff like that. So I've absolutely, up until this point, or up until a week ago, had not thought about any of this. And I was just sitting around one day, and I was like, man, I need, what kind of shoes do I need to wear for this? So we saw at the Texas 3-Gun Championship a lot of rocky surfaces. It really concerned me. I haven't got to talk a lot about that to you guys. But some of those surfaces, are just absolute treacherous. Especially if you're not used to that type, encountering those type of surfaces and terrain and stuff like that. Even being a police officer, I'm not even really weathered to that type of surface. That's nature. That's all 100% natural terrain. That's what the Texas 3-Gun Championship is all about. It is all natural terrain. So, and this one little 2-foot square or something like that I'm shooting in could be grass and gravel. And all of a sudden you run, those stages are long. You run to the next side or shooting point in that single stage, and you may be on some loose clay dirt, and then rocks are sticking up out of the ground, and that dirt gets on top of those rocks, and it's like they make them really slick. And if you've never experienced that, me telling you that on camera doesn't sound that bad until you actually you're running, and you go step on it the wrong way, and all of a sudden your foot's like hitting ice and it just slides. So it's real important that when you plant your feet, your feet aren't moving unless you want them to. So that's important. One cool thing I wanted to point out on these shoes, though, is the lacing system. Now, I've seen a couple of combat boots, military police boots that have a similar system that you can put into them. I've never really been a big fan. I just like natural shoelaces, but there was no choice with these. So these actually have they're already kind of laced in there. And I was looking for the shoestrings when I pulled them out of the box, but all I got was this little guy right here. So basically what it is there's a flap right here. It's almost kind of like a water shoe. It's stretchy material. You pull your tongue up and slide your foot in there, and then this little material that runs all the way right here stretches. Get your foot in there. Once you're comfortable, then use this little loop system, and you tighten them up. You tighten them up, and then slide this little guy down, and lock it into place, basically. So see if you can see that right there. And that's how you do it. That's actually kind of cool. I'm anxious to try that out. I think that's going to be probably a plus when you start shooting competitions. You're having to travel. You take these shoes, and maybe you don't wear them out to the range, the actual range. You leave your hotel room or something like that, and your comfortable stuff. You get out to the range. You want to slip these on real fast. You're about to go up to shoot. Makes it real easy. Just pull, cinch down, tuck, and you're good to go. That's pretty cool, especially when you're trying to take them off too. Just back it up. So yeah, that's what we're working with. Again, those are we're not sponsored by Max Sportswear, not sponsored by 511 Tactical, and we're not sponsored by Salomon. I'm sorry to Salomon if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm real big about pronouncing things wrong, but it's spelled salmon, Salomon. There's an extra O in there, and I'm just having a hard time with it. So. But they seem to be out of the box. I've literally not even put them on my feet yet. These two packages I was waiting to shoot this video, waiting on the stuff to come in, the jerseys and the shoes. I already had the pants, and they weren't supposed to be in. This is Easter weekend, and they weren't even supposed to get here till like next week or even the week after. So they came day before yesterday, day before Good Friday, and I was like, yes. So. Absolutely, I got real excited. I've been waiting for this since all this kind of got started, the shooting jersey, and I'm super happy with it. So again, that's it. You're going back to the whole premise of the video. I absolutely believe that your appearance does affect your performance, because if you don't look good, you don't feel good, then you're not going to shoot good. And if your clothes, the stuff that you're wearing out there is holding you back, if it's too baggy and, your footwear, your feet are slipping because you're wearing, just a regular flat surface running shoe and you're sliding around in gravel because you have no tread on the bottom, then that's a big issue. You're not going to shoot to your best. And, we all know that us shooters don't need any more excuses on why we didn't shoot good. So, that's hopefully this will help you guys. If you don't buy any of this stuff, great, that's fantastic. That's not the point of this video, but it gives you some stuff to think about, and you know what's out there. So recap: shooting jersey, pretty much all of those are the same. I can't testify to quality from the other companies, but I can tell you that out of the box, these jerseys from Max Shooting Wear or Max Sportswear just felt great. They look good. They're crisp. The colors are great. They did this, I'm not sure if you even know, and I don't know if I got to show you or not, but Our theme this year was the American flag, thin blue line. You know, since I'm in law enforcement and police, I really wanted a thin blue line thing in there. And when I told him that, and I told him I wanted the Texas flag and I wanted the American flag, and they, without me even saying anything about it, they put the American flag on there, and it was I just wanted a regular red, white, and blue, but they put the thin blue line American flag on there, and that really meant a lot to me, that I didn't even have to ask for it. They understood what I was doing, who I was, and they went that extra mile. So, but I think it's cool that we still just went with the regular Texan flag. So, Texas doesn't need any modification. We are the greatest country in the world. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please go check out our other videos. Thank you again to our sponsors, Butch's Guns, Vernon, Texas, and TXT Custom Gunworks. We appreciate everything. Let us know what you think of the shooting jersey in the comments. If you have any questions about sports apparel or anything like that, you know, I definitely have a lot more insight, being a police officer and having done different jobs, you know, what's good and athletic wear and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, hit us up on the Facebook page or leave your questions in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like on the video. When you subscribe, make sure you click on the little bell icon so you find out about the new videos that we're dropping. That's it, guys. Hope you have a great day, a great week, and we will see you on the range.